Hey, welcome to Smooth Friday Live Radio Show with Paul Toothpicks Curry. Great having you company. It's your Friday night mix of smooth jazz, contemporary jazz and grooves. Kicking off the program with a little bit of the finest of one of the most amazing bands, Special EFX and Chieli Minucci. It's the Special EFX All Stars album, which he played last week, but kicking off there and doing very, very smooth. Love the program every Friday night from 10:30 to midnight here on 98.9 Northwest FM. Big thanks to JD and the Overload program, always kicking it off. But tonight's program, we're setting you up for a taste of what's coming up in the 2020 Jakarta International Java Jazz Festival next weekend. So I'm going to play some of the artists that are going to be showcasing or headlining the festival tonight. And this is just one of them, Avery. And the track is from his 2019 album, Zion. And it's an Overthinker, Indonesian jazz guitarist. This is an instrumental piece. And Overthinker on your Smooth Friday.
My sky, my sky.
Smooth Friday live radio show with me, Paul Toothpicks Curry, showcasing some of the artists that will be appearing on the Jakarta International Jazz Festival 2020 coming up on the 28th of February right through to the 1st. It's the weekend of jazz. We're going there to check it out, and that was Anne Des, My Sky and Horizon Love. Certainly
that
a great...
That was Andes, Departure People.
Very great track there. I thought I'd play that one. That's Indonesian jazz artist there, and certainly one of those ones that you want to give it a crack here, but it's certainly part of the lineup there. Smooth Friday, great having you company. Welcome to the program, and continuing in style, we're playing the best mix of smooth jazz, contemporary jazz and grooves, and I thought I'd kick off with a little bit of Barry Likuawa, and he's a jazz funk man from Indonesia as well. We've got a few of the faves coming up just around the corner there, but something brand new. It's a smooth jazz track from 2014, and it's called Shalahita. It's a single released in 2014, and this is a pretty funky one. Thought I'd give it a crack there. Coming up around the corner, Jacob Joyner and Christian McBride, a trio, and Christian Sands, and a lot more. And I got another classic from Chieli Minucci, and from the album, a special EFX All Stars, Reza Khan, and there's lots more coming your way here on the Smooth Friday, here on Northwest FM 98.9. Also, just want to encourage you to jump online and tell someone we're playing it smooth right through to midnight tonight. Well, right through either 90 minutes of the best mix. And a big hi to the podcast listeners around the world. It's great having you checking the program out. But there's lots more coming your way.
And refreshing with your Smooth Friday on 98.9 Northwest FM.
Smooth Friday live radio show with Paul Toothpicks Curry. It's Friday night, and we're setting you up for a fantastic 90 minutes of the best mix of smooth jazz, contemporary jazz and grooves, and we're just getting this track number, Christian McBride Trio and live at the Village Vanguard. The Lady in My Life, that's the live session, so you should be able to pick that up right now. That's the reason why, because I had the dial in its right place. Hey, yeah, you just heard before the break there, Jacob Joyner, from the album Main Street Beat 2017, Get Down Street. That's what I mean. Get Down Street. Come on, you say it here on your Smooth Friday. Hey, catching up, Jacob Joyner and Brian Simpson, contemporary jazz or smooth jazz pianist, Brian Simpson, joining up together at the Java Jazz Festival this weekend, coming weekend, which will be sensational. But continuing the stride, just straight after Christian McBride, you'll also hear from Christian Sands, and I got a classic acoustic alchemy track from 2000, and as I said, Keely Minucci coming up next, and Rick Braun from his latest album Crossroads and Bahia here on the Smith Friday.
A station in the community, for the community. 98.9 Northwest FM.
You are now in the mix.
Small-Town Melbourne.
Hi, this is Aaron Wider of the Tech Orchestra.
Hi, this is James Kohler from London, England.
Hi, I'm smooth jazz artist Terry Tuck.
Daniel Domingue here.
Spinning great smooth with Chieli Minucci.
Duncan Miller playing some of the grooviest tunes on Melbourne's best mix of smooth jazz.
Yeah, just one of the great tracks from the current album, Special EFX All Stars, and featuring Chieli Minucci and Empathy, and your Smooth Friday live radio show. Hey, I don't know about you, but enjoying the grooves. Obviously, I am, because I'm playing in the grooves. And just before in that set, you also heard Acoustic Alchemy and the Beautiful Game album from 2000, Hats of Magic, and before that, Christian Sands and Footprints. From the album Footprints, and the track Footprints from 2002. Hey, big shout out to our good friend and mate, Mr. Dilma Live. You can check him out on Facebook, but Dilma Live, big hi, and Dilma Live, and me, myself, Toothpicks Curry, will be doing Java Jazz in a few days as we set off over to the other side of the world, or to Indonesia, I should say, and check out the fine music in which we are showcasing this evening. So, we've got a few more great tracks coming up your way, but I want to continue on with, I think you'll like this one here. It's Reza Khan. It's a contemporary jazz groover on the guitar from 2019. His current album, Next Train Home, featuring Jeff Kashiwa from Hawaii and a saxophonist. But check this one out. I think you'll enjoy it. Hang on. Very tight because we've got Incognito, Jakarta Dreams just around the corner here in the Smooth Friday Live. Jerry Johnson. Paul Hardcastle. Bob James Trio. Ollie Baroud.
I got the power. Yes, I'm the man.
Italy's smooth jazz group Spray Life. All this and more on your Smooth Friday. Melbourne's best mix of smooth jazz, Friday nights, 10:30 to midnight on 98.9 Northwest FM.
Sometime I couldn't see you. Nice for me to be with you again.
Your Smooth Friday live radio show with Paul Toothpicks Curry. This Friday night we are celebrating the music potential artists that will be showcasing their fantastic sounds at the Jakarta International Jazz Festival in Jakarta, Indonesia the following weekend, 28th to the 1st. And yes, just some of the great sounds that will be coming out of that weekend. Coming up around the corner, a little bit of Ricky Braun, Brian Lanier, Steve Cole, and we'll play a track from a great friend, Nick Holgerson and Crispy Colours here in the Smooth Friday.
She greets the world with open arms.
Yeah, in support of the Rosalind Orphanage in West Timor, Incognito, the band, together with Indonesian singer Dira, Tompi, Petra and Riga, coming together with a great track, Jakarta Dreams, and certainly sounds the influence of Jakarta. Awesome music.
Relaxing and refreshing with your Smooth Friday on 98.9 Northwest FM.
Great having your company here on this Smooth Friday night with me, Paul Toothpicks Curry, here on Northwest FM 98.9. Playing the best mix of smooth jazz, contemporary jazz and groove. That's right, it's a jazzy night tonight with some of the artists that are performing in this coming Java Jazz Festival the following weekend. And yeah, there's lots coming up. Hey, George Benson, another concert in Sydney. He is absolutely hammering some opportunities here. And don't forget Level 42, Spyro Gyra. We had Michael Bublé last week, which was fantastic. But certainly some great music happening out there. Let us know if you're from a band or perhaps you're performing somewhere. Let me know. Jump on the Facebook and Northwest FM at Melbourne's Best Mix of Smooth Jazz / Northwest FM 98.9. Let me know. But keeping the instrumental grooves happening here in his Smooth Friday with Ricky Braun, and from his current album 2019 Crossroads, and it's Baja here in his Smooth Friday. Coming up around the corner, Brian Linero, Steve Cole and Nick Holgerson, just some of the names and great music we're going to play in shortly.
Yeah, okay, so Crispy Colors. So this is the second smooth jazz tune that I'm releasing, and I'm really happy and proud over this composition and production. So it started with me exploring some new synthesizer sounds that I bought, and I found this phased pad sound, and you can hear that very clearly in the intro of the tune. And I was playing around with that one, and I found some what I thought was kind of really smooth chord progressions with a lot of colors in it. And in my head I kind of hear a melody to that, and I thought directly, okay, this needs to be a piano lead. And then I continued, and I do a synthesizer lead as well later in the tune. So it started with this phased pad sound actually, and so I had these kind of building blocks for the tune, and then I just continued to develop it from there. And then I brought in my friends on drums, acoustic drums and guitar to jump into this production. And from the beginning I thought there would be a synthesizer bass. I had a synthesizer bass recorded for this one with a really cool synthesizer sound. But in the last minute I thought that, okay, I need to try and see how will this sound if I put a electric bass with my friend Johan on this one. So I brought him in and I said to him, okay, let's see what we can do here. And when he put his bass on this one, the whole tune just lifted. It was just awesome. And I'm so grateful for my friends Johan, Janne and Håkan who are with me on this. They are awesome musicians and I love them.
Yeah, we're back for the final set of music on your Smooth Friday Live radio show with Paul Toothpick Screwy. Great having you company. You heard just before that a little bit of the great Nick Holgerson from his 2019 single Crispy Colours, and Steve Cole, Gratitude, Toronto, and Brian Lanier, single for 2019, Silky Soul. But keeping the very smooth style running through with our good friend Ron King, who'll be playing at the Java Jazz Festival as well, and his latest single release, which is really cool, Downtown Mama. I think you're going to like this one. And we'll hit you up a little bit shortly with our end track from also joining the musical lineup, Tony Monaco, coming up next. But enjoy this one here with Ron King and Downtown Mama here in the Smooth Friday.
And refreshing with your Smooth Friday on 98.9 Northwest FM.
comes to that time of the show where I have to say goodbye and look forward to seeing you next time here in your Smooth Friday Live radio show. Finishing off with a track called Indonesian Nights and featuring the very talented Tony Monaco, Vinny Valentino and Steve Smith. Really cool. You want to check this this video out. It's absolutely sensational. Well, I'm playing a From the Groove Blue album from 2015, but the good man Tony Monaco is one of the acts at a Java Jazz this following weekend, and he's on Hammond on this track here, Steve Smith on drums and Vinny Valentino on the jazz guitar, which is really cool. Hey, love playing the grooves each and every week for you. I hope you enjoy the program. Don't forget to jump online and tell someone we will be back in 2 weeks, so with no show next Friday, but we'll be back on March 6th with a post-show analysis of the Java Jazz Festival, which I'll be attending with Dilma Live next weekend. So we're going to be spending a few days away listening to lots and lots of music, but certainly lots of great acts. Just want to encourage you to jump onto JavaJazz.com. But there's a lot more stuff. I just was looking at Melbourne's Jazz Festival lineup. Looking at what's happening, and the lineup is coming up very shortly. I think it's going to be released about March 25. But there's always some great musical acts here in Australia, and looking forward to that Melbourne International Jazz Festival very, very shortly, later in the year, around about May time. Always enjoy playing the grooves. Don't forget to jump on to jazzcoradio.com, which is my website, and have a look at what's going on there, and also through IG at Jazzco Radio or SmoothJazz.Melbourne.co, through Facebook as well. And I want to encourage you guys to jump on to northwestfm.org and check us out and see what's going on with the program guide, because there's lots and lots of programming, great content, great stuff that you want to get yourself into and listen to here on 98.9 Northwest FM. Looking forward to it. Don't forget to say hi to my good mate Graham Johnson on the live905.com every Saturday morning from 6am to 8am. Giving him a plug because he's keeping smooth jazz alive, just like me, here in Australia Town. And we love playing the tracks as best as possible. Hey, I do want to say Michael Polo and Greg Karukas and Melissa Manchester will be also lining up. Also, Phil Perry, Jeff Lorber, Mike Stern and Michael White. There's lots more of great acts you're going to see out at Java. So if you've got some time, got a holiday next weekend, jump onto a plane and go over to Java Jazz and check out the lineup. It is absolutely sensational. But I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Don't forget to get a copy of this show when you can, very, very soon. But looking forward to seeing a big hi to the podcast listeners as well, all around the globe. And thanks to Matt B for checking in. Love your feedback as well, and looking forward to checking that song out as well very, very shortly. And to you, my listeners, every Friday night from 10:30 to midnight here on 98.9 Northwest FM. See you, have a great weekend, and I'll finish off with the great Tony Monaco here in Smooth Friday.
Hi, this is James Kohler from London, England.
Hi, I'm smooth jazz artist Terry Tuck.
Daniel Domingue here.
Spinning great smooth with Chieli Minucci.
Duncan Miller playing some of the grooviest tunes on Melbourne's best mix of smooth jazz.